What's up, guys? Yes, Megan here, and today we're playing Fernando in Clash with the new... Oh, wait. Did I just say it? Oh, I said Fernando before I said Ares. But that's right, guys. The new Fernando Ares skin is in Smite now, so... If you had the Founders Pack, I think it is, or it may just be if you're in the beta. I'm not quite sure. But for me, I have the Founders Pack, so... All I had to do was play one game, and then they gave me the skin. So, if you think you should have this skin, then try just playing a game, and then after you should be given the skin. At least that's what happened for me. But anyway, this skin looks incredible. I'm a huge fan of it. I really like the way Fernando looks in Paladins, so having this on Ares is just so awesome to me. So I guess we'll just start this up. We're gonna have to back off a little bit here. Okay, we got the red. We do have chains on multiple people. We could probably get Bologna here, actually. This could be a kill. We'll see. That is an Ares stun. I do have my fire going, and there's gonna be the first blood coming to the Thor. See if I can get Loki. Oh, he does have the Sanctuary available, so I'm not gonna be able to pick him off, it seems. Which is unfortunate, so it is going to be 1-1, but we do have the gold advantage from it being first blood. Plus, we got the damage buff. Looks like the Armus picked it up, and another kill coming for my team. Oh, I missed my chain on the Anubis. That actually could have been a kill, possibly, if I hit that chain on the Anubis. So we're doing incredibly well here. I'm going to see if I can help out and deal with this Chang'e a little bit before this ice. Actually, it looks like she's just going to back off. I guess she noticed the rotation, probably. We were right in front of their minions, so she probably saw us coming around. I'm just going to wait until I have my ultimate. I do have Blink as my relic. Oh, I missed my second chain. Keep chugging these mana pots so I can continually poke the enemy team with my chains. I'm almost to level 5 now. Let's see what Artemis has. Went for the throwing dagger. Huge fan of that build. I think throwing dagger is incredibly strong on gods like Artemis and Apollo and Rom. Well, actually, no, I don't think it's that strong on Rom. But I think it's really strong on Apollo and Artemis. Okay, we got the chain on Anubis. Looks like it's just going to force him back to base. I probably just should have tried to hit my last chain on the Bologna there, but no worries. We can actually, hold on. We can definitely get the Loki here. Does not have purification. And that's going to be a kill. Early blood kill for us. It looks like Artemis is going to be taken down in return, though, unfortunately. Okay. Good thing I had my 2 activated whenever Chang'e ulted me there. Could have been a lot worse. Gonna try and chain from far away. Oh, not gonna have quite enough damage. Okay, well, she got away right there, and an ally was taken out. But we did start this game off with a bang. 0-3 right now, which is a great start for an Ares. Looking just to support his team and get them ahead, as Ares is a more damage-oriented Guardian, relying a lot on his damage in order to keep them off his enemies, or off the enemies off his allies. And one of his damaging abilities can be a bit difficult, being his chain, of course, his main damaging ability. So the fact that I was able to hit it all the times I have so far is actually surprising to me, and I am very, very thankful that I was somehow able to land all those chains. Not quite sure what Isis has. We'll see after we can do a little bit of poke this Chang'e. Wasn't bad poke. Let's see. Okay, it looks like she's going Warlock Sash, actually. Going for the difficult stacking item. Okay, this should definitely be a dead Ymir. Going for the ultimate because he knows he's probably going to be taken out here. Ooh, accidentally picked up the damage buff. I do have my ultimate available. Looks like the Anubis is getting aggressed on by my team. I hit him with 2 chains. Get him at the 3rd. And we're going to be able to take him out. Yeah, I'm going to end up falling though. Chang'e able to come around with the ultimate. Bologna wasn't even going for me. I think she just knew that the Chang'e was going to be there. But actually, Bologna not going to be able to get the Artemis. Going to survive is our Artemis, which is really, really good since we went really, really deep for that Anubis. And if both of us died, that definitely would have been worth it. So Huge play coming out of my team. I'm going to go for the Breastplate of Valor now, and I'll probably just go into Hide of the Urchin next, get that going early. And Clash, and actually just in this meta in general, I like going for those, I would say, greedy items as support, especially as Ares, because they're just so strong right now. So it's really hard to go for an item such as Sanctuary, so, instead of Sovereignty over, let's say, a Breastplate of Valor or a Hide of the Urchin. I'm just gonna go for the ultimate right now. I could get the Loki here. He does have his ultimate. Yeah, he's just gonna use that to get out. He took a lot of damage though. Oh my goodness, he's almost dead. If we had a new Wah, he would be dead. So we are hitting quite hard now, and the best thing is that we do have a strong late game with the Aphrodite and Artemis combo. So I'm definitely not too afraid of what happens if we do start to fall behind a little bit, because, like I said, we do have that late game security. I'm going to be able to help my team pick up this tower. Ooh, she's actually just going to use her invuln right there. Ymir's kind of afraid of us, it seems. Ooh, the Isis just missed her Spirit Ball, and yeah, I shouldn't have used my chain there. I was a bit out of range. Use my 2 so we can fight this Bologna. Actually, ooh, I didn't even see Chang'e there. It's going to be standing behind the pillar. Oh, I'm going to miss my chain again. Okay, now the misses are happening. Ooh, Ice is going to use her ultimate. Just barely survived. There's Thor. Should be a Bologna kill. Yes, it is. I actually got the kill there. Ooh, and Thor with a fantastic double tap. I didn't even think I was going to get the kill on Thor, but apparently the basic attack was good. Oh. Okay. I'm going to get snared by the, or stunned by the Anubis. Anubis is mummified, but he was forced back a lot because we did have Artemis on our side standing behind us just in case things got a bit too dirty. So I'm going to go for the Hide of the Urchin, like I said. Still 2-1-6 right now, not having a bad game at all. And then I think I might go into either Winged Blade or Void Stone. Yeah, I think those would be the choices for us. I think Winged Blade would be pretty strong against our team, having an Anubis as well as a Ymir. We'll just have to wait and see what we get.
No problem.
Do have my ultimate available. Do Bologna has. Bologna actually has Purification, so I can't ult her. I believe it actually could. No, it might actually be up because she didn't use it against the Thor whenever he was stunning her so much. So I do have my ultimate available for Loki, though. Might just try and help this Isis out. Help her stack up that Warlock Sash. Okay, we should be able to get this Ymir here. Wow, a lot of damage coming out of the enemy team. I'm actually going to die here. Thor should be able to survive. Yeah, okay. Well, Artemis isn't in a good spot. Her ultimate's down. She just used it. But yeah, that was not a good fight for us. Me and Aphrodite were easily taken out. The enemy team was just a bit quicker than us at collapsing on the spot where we were trying to get on the... Was it the Chang'e and the Bologna? I can't even quite remember anymore. But it didn't really work out as the other members of the enemy team were able to collapse on us while we were unfortunately not able to go on them. The only person who could have really gotten there quickly was Thor, and I believe he did. So it was definitely our fault for trying to go on the enemy when we had an Artemis as the other person who needed to rotate. So it was just a bad decision by me and Aphrodite to go in right there. So we do not have the ultimate because I did use it to try and get something out before I died. It didn't really work out as Anubis came around. I was just standing in all his damage. Oh, this is going to be a dead Bologna though. Yep. I ended up setting up a perfect double tap for the Thor where he just went into his stun into the double tap and ended up, well, easily taking out the enemies there. I do have Blink. My ultimate's going to be up in a few seconds. Ooh, Anubis. Hello. I'm actually going to put another level in it. See if we can get the Loki. Oh, he does have the Sanctuary. He should use his ultimate here, I'm guessing. No, actually, no. He's going to be fine. Just use my 3 a bit on the Chang'e. Just try and melt her down a bit. with our flames. Ymir's by himself, so we could actually... No, the tower's still there, unfortunately, though. We're the enemy team. However, Ymir's not taking the perfect pathing here. And we hit Bologna with the chain. And, ooh, Artemis with a really good ultimate there was able to stun all the enemies. We didn't really get much out of it, but now we are, as Thor's going to get one. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get the other. Let's see if we can get Loki. Okay, we're going to be able to get Loki, but Anubis with a really good ultimate through the wall. Oh my goodness, almost got Afro. Ooh, Chang'e went straight into a trap from Artemis. Should result in her death. Okay, let's see if we can get the Anubis as well, and we're going to get more kills for our team. 4-2 and 9 for us. 14-6 is the score line. I feel like I'm just channeling my inner Fernando. My inner Fernando is helping me land my chains and kill people with my flames. Alright, so we're going to go back to base now. And pick up the Hide of the Urchin finally. And I think I am just going to go into the Winged Blade this game. Get the extra speed boost whenever we're slowed from the Anubis or the Bologna, or, you know, they have a multitude of slows, as well as it'll give me some HP and some extra attack speed so I can get some more basic attacks off in between each chain. Alright, Ymir looked like he wanted to rotate over, but we're just going to show our face so he cannot. And we might actually be able to go on this Loki again if he gets a bit too close. He's actually going to... No, he's not going to go back to base. I don't know if his Sanctuary is going to be quite up yet. We shall see. Just going to try and spook them a bit. Okay, it doesn't look like this is a good idea, though, because the enemy team was missing. Ooh, Ymir actually going aggressive on Artemis. I'm actually going to miss my chain there. My ultimate. Ooh, Artemis is going to be taken out, it seems. Ooh, and a really good Chang'e ultimate. Ah! I just barely got out there. Oh, jeez. Oh, my. Barely walked out of that one. Our Artemis was taken out, but it looks like we got one kill in return, so that's not bad. Possibly more. Thor going really deep gets the double kill. Shouldn't have expected any less from the Thor going all the way to the back line. It looks like he may fall, but a double kill for his one death is not too bad. Although, oh, is he going to actually get out here? He might actually get out. Yeah, he's going to get out. Wow.
I can see a piece of myself.
Really good job from the Isis, able to keep our Thor alive and him able to escape. That was incredible. I'm not quite sure how he got out there, but he did. And he's 9-0-6, having a deathless game so far. Jeez. Now I know where all the kills are. They're on Thor. Because everyone else actually lands one besides me and Thor, so. Wow. Just fantastic work from him. Just really working well with the team. Now, I could just try and take her Winged Blade off. Yeah, I'm just going to do that, it seems. Oh, I missed my second chain. Oh, we got a lot of damage on that Bologna. Wow. Actually, just going to go for the ultimate here. Chang'e's actually going to make me miss my chain on the Bologna. And actually, this should be a Bologna. Ooh, Chang'e with a good stun. I'm going to use my shell here just in case. Looks like Chang'e's going to be chased away. And Thor with another kill, going to dunk the Bologna. It's going to be a bit out of range. I'm just going to go back to base. Keep it safe. Artemis, unfortunately, missed her ultimate there, but all they were trying to do was reach a bit further, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, it looks like Aphrodite unfortunately DC'd. Hopefully she comes back, because we were having a pretty good game. I guess she was kind of... Was that just AFK? I think she was AFK for a bit, actually. That may have just been auto DC from AFKing. But like I said, hopefully she comes back. She was definitely a huge part of our lead here. Oh, it looks like they are going to get the Gold Fury. I mean, one of Ares' biggest weaknesses is that he has no way to confirm a Gold Fury or anything. I'm just going to walk out of that. Oop. A lot of damage coming out from the enemy team. But we do have the Thor wall to stop any more aggression. I'm not going to gonna be able to get too much more damage. Too much damage I can get on them. Oh, we're going to be able to get the kill on the Chang'e. And Loki's ultimate's down. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get him. Maybe I can. I'm actually going to be able to get the double kill. Let's see if we can get the Ymir here. Thor with the fantastic wall. And that's going to be a kill for Thor. We should be able to get the Phoenix here. We shall see. Anubis is back up. Actually, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get it, unfortunately. Thor wanted to go back to base, and Isis, well, I guess it looks like she's just going to go to the left lane, but we should be able to push that up a bit, so that's not too bad.
Be right back.
So I'm just going to pick up, let's see, Void Stone. I think I'm just going to go for the Void Stone now. And last item, I'm pretty sure Spirit Robe would probably be a decent choice. Hold on, let me check. Let's see. Spirit Robe. I guess that would max out our CDR and give us multiple protection. So yeah, I think that'll be a good idea for us to go that item. Should be a dead Anubis. Thor able to pick him up. Let's see, I do have the ultimate in a few seconds. Not quite though. Use the shell here. Oh no. Chang'e with a double kill. I am going to be able to get the kill onto the Chang'e, but I should be dead here. Actually, no, Thor's still running around. I thought Thor was taken out, but nope. Still having his deathless game, it seems. See how much I can do to this Ymir. Actually going to have to run away from me. Thor with another kill. There's Loki still over there. I think Thor's just going to try and bait out this Loki or something. I could be dead here. Yeah, I'm going to end up dying to the Ymir. I probably should have just blinked over his head. That would have been the smart idea. If Thor can get Ymir. Ooh, this could be tough. Oh, Thor with the great stun. Oh, he's not going to be able to get the Loki, though. Yeah, it looks like he's just going to fall. Yeah. Loki actually going to use the ultimate for that. That is a surprise.
That's too bad.
He's going to try and get a Spirit Ball and get the kill on the Ymir. Someone didn't back quite quick enough, and that was Ymir, as he's just going to be taken out in the end. I think I'll still go for the Spirit Robe. Yeah. Get that max CDR, as well as it will give us some extra damage mitigation whenever we're stunned by Ymir or Chang'e. So definitely not a bad item to deal with, or to have, I should say, not to deal with. Jeez, if I was dealing with the item, I don't know why I would even get it. So we're going to go to the right side, try and push this up a little bit. It's kind of tough since it is a 4v5. I don't know if this Afro is going to reconnect. It's a really unfortunate circumstance. They were taking out, they were taken out of the game for whatever reason. So we're going to have to really buckle down and try and make smart plays and efficient plays in order to
Be right back. Be careful.
maximize our effectiveness around the map. It looks like everyone's just going to be returning from the base. Thor, of course, was taken down for the first time. 13, 1, and 8 from him right now. So definitely still not a bad score line, I would say. Oh, I'm going to miss the last chain. I have to back off right here. I do have the CC reduction from my 2, though. So, ooh. We're going to be able to get the ultimate. Loki looks like he's going to be taken down anyway. Actually, we're actually going to get the kill with our ultimate. Oh, I missed my chain. Do a little bit of damage to the Anubis. Let's see what we've got here. We got the Chang'e, who could be taken out. We'll see. See if we can get us a good Spirit Ball. Not quite. Chang'e was just able to dodge out of that. I'm not going to be able to go any deeper. Fortunately, Artemis was taken out somewhere. I guess she was 1v1 by someone. I wasn't even really paying attention of what happened, but I did hear that an ally was taken down. She is the one that is currently sitting in the grave yard, so we're just going to clear this out. Probably didn't need to use the chain there. That's fine, though. Ooh. Ymir actually trying to jump on me here. Really aggressive play from him. Going to use the curse. Is this Ymir? Ooh. I might be dead here, though. I'm actually going to be able to get the Anubis, though. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to fall now. Yeah, stun from our Isis. Thor is going to be able to get over the wall. Artemis under the tower with the Ymir. Ymir is actually going to have the Mantle Discord. Able to get out there. Ooh, a lot of damage from the Chang'e onto the Artemis. She's gonna have to purification that. Oh, Ymir was so close to dying. Okay, it looks like we got the Chang'e though. Loki did unfortunately get Artemis in the process, however. Okay, we'll get our Spirit Robe, and we can sell Breastplate of Valor for Mantle Discord whenever we have enough for that, so I'll just put another level. Let's see.
We got one, guys.
Nice job.
I think I'm just going to put in my ultimate here. Thor fighting the Bellona, who hasn't really been having a great game. Ooh, Aussie Bellona, very interesting build. Is she going full damage? Oh, for the most part, it looks like she is going pretty damage-oriented. Actually, I can't even quite say that. She went Shifter, Shield, Winged Blade, and Aussie. It looks like she's going to hide the Urchin. Interesting build. Doesn't really seem to be working out, but it is a 4v5, so there is a chance that she may be able to come back in this game. Alright, we'll use our 3 to clear this out. And try and get some damage on this tower. Yeah, we're just going to have to back off. Ymir just walled. I'm not quite sure what he was. I guess he was trying to get me with the wall, but he, unfortunately for him, ended up missing the wall. Anubis is going to be taken out. He was playing a bit too aggressively on the right side. I'm not quite sure what it was about, but it ended up working out for us in the end. Ooh, Ymir with an aggressive freeze here. Looks like he's just going to go down in the end, though. Yeah. Ooh, a really good ultimate coming from the Artemis. Was able to catch the Chang'e. Should be a dead Chang'e on the Thor. Actually, no. Thor's actually going to turn around and try and get the person in the back, who is Loki, actually. I'm not going to be able to get anyone here, unfortunately. Just going to use my 2 for a little bit of protections and back off a bit. They should be able to get this tower, though, which is nice. Lona is still over here. Actually, are they going to go for the tower? Looks like they are not. Okay, well, I'm just going to go for this Phoenix then. Anubis is going to be back, actually, so it doesn't seem like we're going to be able to do so. Use the shell really quick. Oh, Thor's going to be in the back line. Quite sure if we can get Loki. Doesn't seem like that's going to matter too much, as we are going to be able to get the left tower in the process, which is very nice. No one ended up dying. Loki actually was almost taken out, but he was able to make it out alive. Thor's going to be taken out in the end, though. Stayed a bit too long. But, I mean, like I said, we still got a tower. They don't have any towers on the map yet, but it looks like they could be getting the left one very soon. Okay, I did pick up the Mantle of Discord, so I am extremely tanky now. If you look at my protections, 236, 261. It's going to be very difficult to deal with us. And then Aphrodite comes back, so I think we can definitely win this game. Oh. Okay, actually, what I meant to do there was blink, but I took damage. So, that wasn't perfect. So we should be able to get this Anubis here. Doesn't actually look like it.
On my way.
Ooh, we could get this Chang'e, though. That was going to be a really good Ymir wall.
Be careful.
We're doing a lot of damage to this Chang'e. Oh, Spirit Ball's not going to be quite enough. Oh, shoot. I'm going to miss my chain by a mile. But this should be a dead Chang'e. Okay, there it is. Okay, Ymir is just trying to kill this, or kill himself for the Phoenix, which he did almost get it, but he is going to be taken out in the end. Okay, I didn't really need to use my 2 right there. Right, I'm assuming Loki will probably try and backdoor. Oh, actually, hold on. Thor is on the Anubis and is going to be able to take him out with almost no issues at all. We're actually going to be able to get the Bellona ultimate through all of that. Doesn't look like we're going to have any support on the left side for the Phoenix, though. All we had was Isis, which is actually a problem. We don't have a Hunter in our team comp, meaning that we don't really have... Actually, no, we have Artemis. What was I even talking about? Okay. We just haven't had Artemis with us whenever we've been up close. It's always been Thor and Isis. Artemis is usually focused up by the enemy team for good reason, but as the game progresses, it's going to be harder and harder to kill off an Artemis before she can kill you, so If we can win one fight, I believe we can end this now that Aphrodite's back.
On my way.
See if we can get this Chang'e. Okay, this should definitely be a Chang'e kill. Oh, not quite. Should just went for the ultimate. I'm gonna use my ultimate on this Bologna. That's gonna be a Bologna kill. Oop, gonna miss the chain on the Ymir. Ooh, actually, Loki was able to get the Artemis right there. Wow, he was able to turn around. But it looks like we are going to get the Chang'e finally. Thor is in some trouble. He did use his ultimate. Okay, this should definitely be a Loki kill. Oh, I missed my chain. I thought that was gonna hit. He's actually going to be able to escape for the time being. There he is. I did have my 3 going for a while, so I was able to catch him. Or see him. Not going to be able to get him right now, it seems. No.
Your Titan is under attack. On my way.
Loki. Tricky god. So we're going to go back to base and pick up a ward here.
Oh, this will be good.
And I'm getting this ward just so I can make sure I have vision if they try and backdoor. So I'm going to put it right here.
Oh, you shine so bright.
I'll see if Loki is trying to pull anything here. No funny business. We're 10, 4, and 18 at the moment. Level 19, not quite level 20, but then again, no one on the enemy team is level 20 yet, so I guess we're not considered behind the curve at the moment.
Defend the fire giant.
But apparently, there may be enemies at the fire giant. Oh, they clearly saw Thor in the air there. Unfortunately, ooh, that was a bad chain. Ooh, Thor not with the greatest ultimate in the world, but we should be able to fight them. I believe Loki's probably just going to split push here. Oh, Ymir with a really good blink stun to the back line, but we should be able to get him in return. Or maybe not, actually. He's going to be able to get out. That is really too bad. Isis is here. I can try and get Loki. Okay, we're going to be able to get Loki through all of that. Let's see if we can get the Anubis. No, I'm not going to be able to catch this guy.
Defend.
I'm not really that scared of Bologna, though, so I'm going to end up missing my 3rd chain. I have to use Shell. No, I'm going to be fine. We do have the Aphrodite spawning back.
Be careful.
Okay, so I'm going to just pick up... well, no, we'll wait for the elixir of power here, get a bit of damage.
Your Titan is under attack.
So we can hit people really hard with our chains. It seems like in these fights, they're just picking off Artemis extremely quickly. And also going for Aphrodite because, I mean, she's level 13, so it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. So I'm not quite sure how we're supposed to do this. I guess we should try and attack. Actually, hold on. They just took the fire giant, unfortunately. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to do much there. That was really too bad. We do have our Phoenix back up now. But anyway, in these fights, I guess I should probably just, instead of trying to engage, just try and counter-engage and keep the enemies off my team. But it's going to be really tough with a Loki able to almost one-shot this Artemis. I'll just see how this goes. Look at this Loki build. That is interesting build. One for the Crusher for the split push. Hasn't been utilizing it as much as he probably could, but it's definitely still a huge threat for us. Especially since our Phoenix is pretty low HP. Actually, hold on. Someone's going to be taken out really quickly. It's going to be the Isis. Loki was able to go around and get the Phoenix. Anubis going for the ultimate. We do have Thor in the air, though. Okay, I did get the Mantle Discord. There should be a dead Anubis. Artemis was able to get one in return. It looks like Chang'e is going to be able to take me out. We do have a double kill for our Artemis. Possibly more. We'll see. Actually, we do have the Loki coming in. Oh, Loki ulted the Aphrodite there. So he is going to be able to get the Aphrodite. Artemis is still alive, but she does need to be careful here.
Be careful.
Yeah, that wasn't the best Sanctuary in the world, unfortunately. It looks like she's going to be taken out by the Loki.
Easy game, easy life.
Yeah, a fight that we didn't really do too well in. They ended up just engaging on the backside and taking the Phoenix out as soon as it started. It was the Loki, and then Loki just came back in when the fight was over just to take out the Afro and the Artemis.
Under attack.
But the longer this game goes, Aphrodite will be able to heal a bit, or get a bit higher levels as well as a bit more gold, so she should be able to be fine. Actually, she already has full build, so all she needs is some levels to really get online and be a huge threat for the enemy team in these fights, as she is able to heal a ton. And they only have one curse, and I guess they do have the Chang'e though, with and Anubis with a Divine Ruin. But I think Aphrodite, if she can just, as long as she keeps this Artemis alive, we can do well in these fights. In the last fight, I believe they took Isis out really quickly, so we do need to worry about that. Okay, I do have my ultimate available.
Ultimate is ready.
I may just...
Group up.
No, we're gonna have to group up, yeah. We don't have Artemis here yet. Okay, there they are. We need to make sure the left side is pushed up as much as possible, because they are fire minions at the moment. Actually, hold on. Looks like Ymir going really aggressive on the right side, trying to take out the right Phoenix, as the left one is already down.
Ultimate is ready. Ultimate is ready. Attack. Attack.
Okay, let's see if they can attack. Thor should be going into the air very soon. No, I'm not going to be able to get the chain on Loki. He's going to land exactly on the Chang'e. And this should be... Yeah, we're going to be able to pick up the Chang'e there. I probably didn't need to use my ultimate on her, but it's going to be a kill regardless, so I'm not too mad. Oh, that's going to be another kill for us. Okay, Loki is right in front of us. I'm actually going to use the shell just in case an ally gets cut out or something by the Loki. Okay, they're going to be able to take out the Anubis. Okay, we should be able to get this Bellona as well. That's going to be a Bellona kill. Should be a Phoenix down. Now we just need to go for the Titan. Just going to try and keep Artemis alive from this Loki. There's a Mantle of Discord used to keep Loki away. Not used, but going to be popped, and it's going to keep Loki away. That's going to be a dead Loki, and that's going to be the game.
Good game.
I can see a piece of myself in you.
Good game.
That was an intense game. That's all I can say. Jeez. Aphrodite accident, or I don't know what happened, but Aphrodite did AFK for a bit and ended up DCing, but thank goodness she came back, as I don't think we would have won without her. So, just a really intense game. We were able to keep it going while she was DC'd, so my team definitely did a great job of never giving up and just keeping their head in the game, as we were able to win this. Let's see, we went 12-5-26 on our Ares, 7-3-17 with Isis, 6-11-19 on Artemis. She did get caught out a lot by the Loki, but late game she did start to come back a bit when Aphrodite was able to stick to her. 18-4-18 on the Thor, who played incredibly that game, and 5-4-15 on the Aphrodite, who managed to come back and really win the game for us. So just a really great job. The enemy team, none of them really did spectacularly, but I would say the Chang'e had some good fights, as well as the Ymir and Anubis did do a lot of damage. So he had 38k damage. Actually, we almost had the most on our team. Actually, almost the most in the game. 39k from the Artemis was the only one with a bit more than us. We had 38k, and yeah, I could really feel it. We were doing a ton of damage with Ares, especially early to mid-game. Our chains were hitting pretty hard, plus we were on point. As the game progressed, I mean, we missed quite a bit of chains, and we ended up losing a bit of our damage, but it ended up well for us. So this has been the SMGan. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.